If you really don't think that glassware matters, you're wrong. I'm so mean. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going over glassware. So I did this video like a year ago. It was actually the first video that I ever put on this channel, and it was so bad that it's so hard to watch. So I figured today I would do a little updated version of what wine glasses you should be buying for your house, what you need, how much you should spend, all that fun stuff. Before we get started, if you like this video topic and you find this helpful, please give my video a thumbs up so I know to make more like this in the future. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, because on this channel we talk all about incorporating wine and beer into your lifestyle, and it's really fun, of course. Okay, so glasses. There's a lot of different styles, and I know it can totally be overwhelming. Actually, you can only see 4 in this shop, but this table is filled with like 7 different glasses. Because of course, being in the industry, I have definitely accumulated many different styles over the years. And I know I'm all about value here on this channel, but seriously guys, when it comes to glassware, you really get what you pay for. So I'm all about investing in quality glasses, because honestly, they really are going to make your wine taste better. I know that you might not believe me, but please, believe me, they really do. This is really not stuff to be cheap on, because if you just pick up some really low quality made wine glass that has really thick walls and isn't really designed to enhance the experience, you're not going to be able to smell half as much as what you could smell in a glass like this, because I guarantee you, or I'm telling you, that 90% of what we taste is through our sense of smell, and that's what all of these glasses are designed to do. All of the glasses on my table are Riedel's. No, they are not sponsoring me. I just really love their stuff, and I have accumulated many of theirs over the years, lots of different styles, and highly recommend them. And yes, they can get really, really expensive, but actually I just looked online and you can find a certain series of Riedel for like 10 bucks a glass, which really isn't terrible in the grand scheme of things. But if $10 a glass is too much for you, I also found some really great glasses, at least they look really great, on crateandbarrel.com. I don't own any, but they look like they're good quality, and those are only $4 a glass. And by the way, you can also go all out on glasses. There are some out there that are like $100 a glass. That's even too much for me. I mean, I'm sure they're fantastic, but I don't know. I don't want to break them and be like, well, there goes $100. It's a lot easier to be like, oh, well, there goes $20. Okay, so if you're starting out your home collection and you want to invest in a couple nice glasses, there's really only 2 that you absolutely need when you're starting out. First one is the standard white wine glass, really great for things like Riesling or Sauvignon Blanc or Pinot Gris, or even some unoaked Chardonnays. Most of our white wines really do well in the white wine glass. That's what they're made for. It has a smaller bowl because most white wines are going to be a little bit more delicate with their aromas, so you need that small bowl to help contain the aromas. And yeah, this is just kind of the standard white wine glass, so buy it. And then the other wine glass, of course, that's very important to have is our standard Bordeaux, also known as Cabernet or just red wine glass. You can see that it's bigger than the white wine glass. The bowl has a larger surface area, and that's because red wines generally have more going on in them. So we have a little bit of a greater opening on the top to let those aromas escape the glass, so that we get more when we are smelling the wine. So these are definitely the 2 that you got to start out with. And if you want to go beyond that, I recommend picking up some Pinot Noir glasses. And this is just the historical shape of the glass. I think the thought is because Pinot Noir is a little bit more delicate than other red wines, you want more surface area in that bowl to let the aromas escape, but then the glass comes up to a point at the top to help keep them in that glass so that they're not just completely dissipating out of there. This is all science, guys, and I'm not an expert in all that, but let me tell you, people are on panels, and like there's a lot of science that goes into designing these glasses to make sure that we're getting the most out of what we're drinking in it. And then you can't go wrong, of course, with owning a couple of really nice champagne flutes. Good for all sparkling wines. And these are smaller than any of our other wine glasses because we want the bubbles to be retained in the glass for as long as possible. So champagne flutes really aren't that great for aroma because there's such a small opening at the top. So a lot of sommeliers actually prefer to drink sparkling wine out of white wine glasses because they can just smell more out of it. But the bubbles definitely dissipate a lot quicker in standard white wine glasses. So, you know, have some fun champagne flutes for when you are celebrating something we should always be drinking sparkling wine, right? Beyond that, they really do make a wine glass for everything. So I have a Zinfandel glass that is a lot smaller than our red wine glass because Zinfandel usually has higher alcohol. So this one is designed to kind of retain the aromatics. Otherwise, if you stuck your nose in this, it'd be like, hello, alcohol, if it had a bigger bowl. So that's kind of funny. This one is a Syrah glass. It's very similar to a standard red wine glass, but there's something different about it that apparently will make our Syrahs taste better in it. And for you Chardonnay lovers out there like me, this is one of my favorite glasses. Oaked Chardonnay glasses have a much bigger bowl, as you can see, very similar to the Pinot Noir glass, because oaked Chardonnay just has a lot more aromas and flavors going on in them, so it lets those aromas escape, so it's not just so hidden. So when I stick my nose in the glass, why don't I have any wine in this glass? Oh my gosh. So when I stick my nose in this glass, I can really smell all of those oaky, buttery things that I love in my Chardonnays. Don't hate. A lot of people ask me about stemless glasses. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan. I do have a couple in my collection, but they don't get used very often. I just prefer stems because it's easier to, swirl our wine a little bit, and they're the classic example. So if you're gonna spend good money on glassware, I just really recommend stems. That being said though, these bad boys won't break as much as our regular glasses because the stem, fun fact, is actually the weakest part of a glass. So let's segue into a couple tips on cleaning glasses with that being said, because I know a lot of people might be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to invest a bunch of money in my glasses and then break them. Well, honestly, just be careful with them. Don't be careless. Don't stick them in the sink like my husband always did. And this is why we're on our last white wine glass. I need to reorder. Just treat them delicately and they will last you a very long time. I promise you. My husband's not allowed to wash my glassware anymore. You can put most stemmed glasses in the dishwasher. Sometimes though, the dishwasher will leave marks on them though, so be careful. I do recommend hand washing them. And just when you are washing and drying your glasses, make sure to just handle them by the bowl. Don't hold the stem and clean through it because that's how your glass is going to break. I definitely recommend investing in a drying rack if you drink wine as much as I do because you don't want these mixed in with your other dishes. That's also how you can break them. And then if you have really, really hard water like me and you want to polish your glasses like I have done for you today, I just will take a tea kettle and boil some water and use the steam to polish my glasses. And then I have this really nice microfiber towel from Riedel that polishes the glasses really nice. So, if you're having company over or something, you can treat them to really restaurant quality polished glassware. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other questions on wine glasses. Remember, at least start with these two styles. It really does matter having white wine in a smaller glass and red wine in a bigger glass, or Chardonnay in this giant glass. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.